last year, the government announced that there was a food crisis around the country, and they identified a number of people in the urban areas who were food insecure.
We've been partnering with Oxfam since last year in a food security project, whereby our main role was to help the community identify the target group and the beneficiaries for the food security project. We arranged for focus group discussions with the community people. We told them what the project was all about, and together they were able to identify the people who should benefit from this project. We were able to identify 3,000 households.
Tumiwa pesa sasa tukakuwa kuchimba huko kwa reli. Mimi naona nikipata hiyo pesa ndio umalize tuanze kutenda.
We decided that one of the best routes possible was using an electronic transfer system. And one of the ones that was available to us was a system called MPESA. The reason that we chose this is not only because it's the most appropriate and a fairly cost-effective way of getting money out to our recipients, but also because it's a platform for exit. By having a mobile phone or a SIM, you are potentially able to do other things with that. You can link to microfinance, for example, and then borrow some money and then try and trade your way out of some of the poverty that you're in.
Mimi wanaamka asubuhi, mapema naamka naenda Bama, tunabeba makuku ndio tupate hizi vichwa. Na si kupewa huwa tunapewa, tunauziwa. Tushanunua vichwa, sasa mimi narudi nyumbani nakuja natengeneza mara zangu. Nakuja nauza miguu, kila mguu shilingi 1 na kichwa nauza shilingi 10. Jioni sasa nikimaliza kazi nitaangalia nitaona nimepata kitu 300, 400. Nilienda kwa MPESA nikatoa nikaona pesa nimetolewa. Nimepewa pesa 1,500. Nilishukuru sana. Nikanunua unga, sukari, majani, mchele, mimi nikaku 1,000 nikatumia nikabakisha 500. Mimi 500 nikasema naenda hii pesa narudi nayo kazi. Mimi kazi yangu ilikuwa nakunywa na leo na lala, nakuja na lala zikishashika. Nakunywa na lala.
If you've got a child-headed household, or a household with perhaps some challenges in terms of responsibility through alcoholism or drug use or whatever, then in order to make sure that that particular family unit or household gets the sustenance they need, which is, you know, it may not be best to give them a pile of cash. In rare situations, it may be better to give them food or a food voucher to make sure that the food actually gets on the table. There are some people who've just fallen into this poverty trap that essentially just need a leg up. And if they can get themselves out of bed, you know, some of them are HIV positive, and start trading and then get themselves the medicines, they're okay actually. And so this is like a temporary measure until they can find themselves a more sustainable livelihood.